This is going to be one of the most important videos that I have ever made. I can tell you that. And I know that sounds big, but I mean it because today we are talking about something that people are tiptoeing around a lot lately. We are talking about food noise and snack voices and shame, and why I believe that part of this whole GLP-1 conversation is really exposing something that a lot of us have been dealing with for years. Okay. Um, we've not just been trying to lose weight, we've been trying to quiet the snack voices. And good grief. Some of those snack voices have been running meetings that they were never invited to, trust me. Um, if we haven't met yet, I'm Rhonda Jean Dillard, and I have a very, very important question for you. What if your best years are not behind you? You are not here to get back to who you were, even at your best. Okay. You are here to become the strongest, healthiest woman that you've ever dreamed that you could be. Now, we know where our health is concerned that food and movement matter. But mindset is what keeps getting healthy from being a punishment, right? And today is day 47 of my Elevate Life journey. And we're talking about this right here. Hearing food noise is not a failure. Oh, and I have to show you. This is my shirt that I found at Walmart. But it says elevate your mind, and I thought that was very appropriate for us here. Um, Now, hearing food noise is not proof that you're weak. It is definitely not proof that you're broken, because you're not. It is not proof that you are bad at this. Food noise may be showing you a pattern, okay? And that right there matters because so many of us have been shaming the information instead of studying it. You understand? All the information that we're learning, that we are actually learning about ourselves, we're shaming all of that, and we shouldn't be. We have been asking ourselves, what is wrong with me for way too long? What, well, maybe the better question is, what is this showing me? I mean, have you ever had one snack turn into a whole, why in the freaking world did I do that? Right? Not because the snack was even that wonderful, but because your mind grabbed it and started making it mean something about who you are and just took off and ran with it, right? The snack voice speaks, you give in, and then that shame starts talking. See, this is why I can't do this. See, I always mess this up. See, nothing ever works for me. No, ma'am, we are not going to let that one snack tell the whole story today. Because here is what I'm starting to see more and more clearly. A whole lot of women, just like me, are not just struggling with food, they are struggling with the noise around food, the thinking about it, the negotiating with it, the promising yourself you'll do better tomorrow or next week, standing in the kitchen and opening the pantry and closing the pantry and opening the pantry again, like something new magically appeared in there for you. The little voice that says, you need a sweet treat. And the little voice that says, oh, you had a hard day. And the little voice that says, well, you already messed up, so you might as well keep going. Right? Those are snack voices. And I think this is part of why the GLP-1 conversation has gotten so big. And yes, there is the weight loss part, trust me, because those snack voices are quieted. There's also the blood sugar part for many people. There's real medical conversations like mine happening. And everybody needs to work with their own provider to find out what's right for them, right? But underneath all of it, there's something else happening too. Women are finally saying out loud, wait a minute, you mean everybody's brain is not this loud with food? Come on now. Because when that food noise gets quieter, a woman can suddenly feel like she has room to think, room to choose, room to breathe, room to decide what she actually wants instead of feeling like the snack voice is driving the bus all the time. And that's why I do not want us to tiptoe around this, okay? Whether you're taking a GLP-1 like I am, I'm on Monjaro, if you're thinking about taking one, not taking one, cannot take one, did not want to take one, or just trying to understand why cravings and food noise have had such a hold on you, this conversation really matters. Because a tool like Manjaro can help open the door, but we still have to learn how to walk through it and eventually out of it, maybe, if we want to try to get off of it. We still have to learn how to lead ourselves. We still have to learn what is actually happening when the snack voices were loud, and what an opportune time to do it when they are actually quiet. We have to stop calling ourselves weak for having patterns that we were never taught how to understand. And that's why I keep coming back to this line. Food noise is a clue, not a character flaw. I want you to tuck that in your pocket today, okay? Because food noise is not a clue. Is a clue. It is not a character flaw. There's nothing wrong with you because you hear food noise. That craving might be showing you that you waited too long to eat. We have to figure these things out, right? It might be showing you that you're tired. It might be showing you that every night around the same time your brain starts hollering, "Hey y'all, it's time for a treat. It's 8:30. It's almost too late to eat anything else, so let's get a treat." It might be showing you that you are stressed or bored or overwhelmed or needing comfort, after carrying everybody else's stuff all day. And sometimes it might just be showing you that your body actually needs food. Because let's be clear about that too. If your body needs food, the next right choice is not to shame yourself out of eating. The next right choice might be to eat something supportive. Um, we are not turning hunger into a morale problem, okay? We are learning how to tell the difference between my body needs nourishment and my brain is reaching for old patterns. And this is where the work really starts. And honestly, that is where it really kind of gets interesting because once you start noticing the food noise, you start realizing that it doesn't all sound the same. It has different little voices. Some of them show up the same time every day. Some of them show up when you're tired. Some of them show up when you feel like you deserve a reward. Some of them show up when you feel uncomfortable and just want relief, right? And some of them even show up after one choice and start whispering, "Well, you already messed up. It's okay. Let's just have a little bit more." That one right there can sit right down because it makes me mad. Because one choice is not your identity. One snack is not your future, darling. One craving does not get to decide who you are becoming. And from a binger, I can tell you that those voices are very real. Okay. And I'm saying this because I'm learning it too. I don't think I would have ever even had a chance to think about it until those voices kind of disappeared for a while. And I started kind of analyzing things. There have been moments when I have wanted something, eaten something, or stood in the kitchen looking for something, and my brain tried to make it mean more than it needed to mean, right? It tried to say, "See, you always do this." There's that shame, right? It tried to say, "See, this is why nothing ever works for you. You never can lose weight. So why are you worried about it?" It tried to say, "See, you can't ever be consistent." And I had to stop and say, "Hold on. We're not doing that anymore because that was the old loop. Snack, shame, spiral, start over. And I do not want to keep living on that merry-go-round with salty snacks. And I don't want you to either. And I know so many of you are. I want to learn what is actually happening. I want to notice the pattern. I want to make the next right choice. That's the whole shift. And the goal is definitely not perfection. The goal is the next right choice. And that next right choice will not always look the same for you. Sometimes the next right choice is protein. Sometimes it's water. Sometimes it's rest. Sometimes it's walking out of the kitchen for 5 minutes and asking yourself what you really need. Okay. Sometimes it's just I'm having the snack and I'm not going to turn it into a shame parade. And then, okay, that happened. Now, what do I choose next? That is self leadership. And self leadership is not going to be perfect. You are not going to be perfect. I'm definitely not perfect. Self leadership is being able to pause long enough to stop letting shame drive the decision, because shame is very loud. I know it's very loud. It will make one moment feel like a whole journey is ruined. But that pause can give you your power back. We have to learn how to take that pause. A pause lets you ask, am I really hungry? Am I tired? Am I stressed? Am I needing some comfort? Is this just the same time every day? Is it 12 o'clock? Where that voice always shows up? And listen, sometimes I think that we wander into the kitchen like the refrigerator has a message from God to us, right? And we just stand there and stare with the door open, waiting for a sign. But sometimes that is hunger. But for me, most of the time, that's noise. And when your mind is noisy, you do not choose, you react. But when you pause, even for a few seconds, you give yourself a chance to choose differently. And that's what I want for myself, and that's what I want for you. Not perfect choices, not punishment, not another plan that makes us feel like we're all failing by lunch, right? I want us to become women who can hear the voice and still lead ourselves. Because the craving is not the boss of you. The snack is not the boss of you. The shame is definitely not the boss of you, and you can't let it be. You're learning how to lead yourself. And this is why I think this video matters so much. That this is not just a conversation about snacks. This is a conversation about the part of us that has been exhausted from fighting our own minds around food for years and years and years, right, ladies? This is a conversation about the woman who thought she just needed more discipline, when maybe what she really needed was a way to understand what was going on, understand the pattern. And this is a conversation about the woman who thought she was failing, when maybe she was actually collecting clues and she didn't realize it. And that is why I'm going to be talking about these snack voices. Because once we can name who's talking, it gets a whole lot easier to stop shaming ourselves for hearing them. And good grief, some of those snack voices have been loud for years for me, trust me. Some of them show up after dinner, some of them show up when I'm tired, and some of them whenever I need some comfort, some of them show up when I just want a reward or, for doing a good job. And they just stand there with their hands on their hips and say, well, go ahead and have the donut. You already blew it for today, right? And I think it's time we stop letting them run the whole day. Now, before I go further into this, I also want to say, because I know many of you are on GLP-1, thinking about one or trying to figure out how to make it feel less overwhelming. Shot day can be enough of a thing all by itself. I've had 5 of them now, so I know. And one of the little things that I created is my 12-week GLP-1 Shot Spot Wheel. Now, I tried my shot in my belly. I did 2 of them, and it was fun, both times. And then, okay, well, I'm going to try my arm. I didn't like that. And then I tried my thigh, and I didn't like that. And then I thought, well, if I just do it in my belly, how am I going to do that? Without where I can remember it, right? So I created this little wheel this is a little wheel, and this is my shot spot wheel. And see, this is where I did mine yesterday. You take it, I put a pencil in it, put it right up against my belly button, and then put my shot right here, and I give myself my shot. There, if you look at my stories, you'll see right now, and I'll try to remember to repost that video. Um, if you are rotating your belly areas according to medication instructions or what your providers told you, because this is not medical advice. I'm not telling you where to have your shot. It's just a simple way for me to take one tiny decision off my plate, because apparently just remember where you took your last shot is not a real system for me. So, because I don't know about you, but my brain already has enough tabs open, especially on shot day. Now, if you'd like to have this new 12-week GLP shot spot wheel, just comment wheel, and if I have a link ready, I'll send it to you. I did some simple instructions with it. And if I'm still getting the little system built, I'll make sure that you get on the VIP list to get it as soon as it's ready. Okay. Now, whether we're talking about shot day or snack voices, the bigger message is still the same. Okay. We do not need more shame. Okay, ladies, we need support. We need systems. We need self leadership. And we need to stop pretending that getting healthy after 50 is as simple as just eat less and move more. Because good grief, if it were that simple, most of us would have handled that years ago and we'd all be thin and healthy, right? At our age, we're dealing with bodies that do not respond the way they used to. The things that used to work suddenly stand back and give me a dirty look. And we have hormones changing and metabolism slowing down and energy changing and sleep changing and blood sugar changing. Oh my lord, stress and responsibilities, and the food noise gets loud on top of all that. Mine has probably doubled in the past few years. And then we start thinking, can someone please get me a bag of chips and a new instruction manual? Because this is where mindset matters. Because if every craving becomes shame, then getting healthy starts feeling like punishment. It's felt like punishment for me for years. How about y'all? And we definitely are not here for that. We are here we are not here to punish ourselves into a healthier life. We are here to become the strongest, healthiest version we ever could have imagined we could be. But becoming that woman is going to require us to stop that shaming clue, right? Because when you can change the habit, and before you can change the habit, you have to notice the pattern. All right. And before you notice the pattern, you have to stop beating yourself up long enough to actually see it. And that is the work. And that's practice. This is elevation. We're trying to elevate our life. So here's what I want you to try today. Sorry, I didn't mean to spit at you. The next time that food noise gets loud, don't judge it. I want you to think about it. I want you to notice it first. Pause. Ask yourself, what happened? Where was I? What was I doing? Who was I talking to before this got so loud? Did I wait too long to eat? Did I skip the protein last meal? Am I tired? Am I stressed? Am I wanting some comfort? Is this just the same little snack clock showing up at the same time every day, saying, after dinner, it's time for dessert? Then ask, what do I actually need right now? Not what does shame say I should do, but what does the old pattern say I should do, and do not do it? What do I actually need? Maybe you need food. Maybe you need water. Maybe rest. Maybe you need to get out of the kitchen for a minute. Or maybe you need to tell yourself, I'm not falling into this same old trap. I'm making the next right choice. And I hope that that comes to your mind. This is how we collect clues instead of collecting shame. Let me tell you something. Shame is heavy. I've carried shame for a long time, and I have had enough of heavy things. Food noise is a clue, not a character flaw. That needs to become one of those little lines that you keep in your pocket, because when shame gets loud, we need something stronger in our toolbox to answer back with, right? So when those old thoughts you failed, you can say, nope, I found a clue. And when that old thought says, you always mess up, you can say, nope, I am learning my pattern. And when you hear, you might as well quit, you can say, no, ma'am, I'm making the next right choice. And this is how the whole thing changes for us. Not all at once, and definitely not perfectly. Not because we woke up one morning and suddenly became the woman who never wants a snack again. That doesn't work. Please, we live in a world full of McDonald's, and you can get delivery from any food joint that we please, right? It changes because we stop letting that one moment decide the whole story. It changes because we stop shaming ourselves long enough to learn. And it changes because we become the woman who can pause, notice, and choose again. That's who you are becoming. You are not weak because food noise gets loud, honey. You are not broken because cravings show up. You are not behind because this has been hard. You're learning. You're learning how to lead yourself in a new way. And I'm so happy that you're here. And I hope that I can help you as I'm helping myself. You're learning how to build health without turning it into punishment. And you're learning how to become the strongest, healthiest version you ever imagined you could be. One next right choice at a time. So today I want you to stop putting yourself on trial over a snack, a craving, a moment, or even one day or one week. Notice it, learn from it, let it show you something. And if you want this 12-week GLP-1 shot spot, where's the one wheel? Comment wheel, and I'll make sure that you get the details, or get on the VIP list as soon as it's ready. Now, if this helped you, please comment if you watched live or replay, and comment from while you're watching this from. I can't spit out my words. I would so love to know where this landed for you too. And now come back Wednesday, because we are about to open the door. I wasn't going to talk about this today, but I'm just about getting ready. So we're going to open the door to the food noise lab. We're going to figure out which of those little snack voices are talking and how to shut her up. Because once you realize food noise has different little voices, you stop treating every craving like a personal failure. You start noticing, wait a minute, who is that? Who's talking? Is that shame or is that comfort? Are you the one who shows up after dinner every night and tells me I have to have something sweet because I just ate a meal? You know, are you the one who whispers, hey, you had a hard day, you need a little something, when I really need might be comfort, not a cookie, right? Um, is it the snack voice who gets loud when I'm tired or worn out or running on fumes? So we are going to learn about all these snack voices. And that is what we're going to start recognizing and naming. And wait till you see what I have in store for you, because it's going to be fun going through this. Now, um, let's see who's talking, see what she wants, what when she shows up, and what tool actually could help us shut her mouth, right? Take the keys back and make the next right choice. Because the goal is not to become a woman who ever hears food noises again, food voices, food noises, whatever. The goal is to become the woman who knows exactly what to do when that snack voice starts running her mouth. And don't worry, because you are not here for perfection. You are here for elevation, right? And today that starts with a simple phrase: food noise is a choice and not a character flaw. Y'all have a fabulous evening and come back and see me Wednesday.